Hi, I am Dr. Abraham Skalokumalo. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining me once again today. If you are new to my channel, let me ask you to head over to YouTube. My channel is called Skalokumalo, and on that platform, you will find all of my previous videos. Kindly go through them. Hopefully you might find a couple that might be of assistance in your life at this moment. Let me also state that I am available on TikTok, and you can also catch me on Facebook. Before I go any further, I would like to thank the management here at Eden in Klerksdorp for allowing us to use their excellent facilities. Gratitude to them. Thank you so much. Imagine that you are a man who is in love, or even that you are a man with a family. You have a wife to love and to care for, children to support and to provide for. You have bills that you need to pay at the end of the month. You have to provide basic necessities such as food, shelter, and everything else for your family. Given the current economic climate all over the world, which has resulted in high inflation, skyrocketing cost of food and energy, really putting a tight squeeze and a noose around the necks of many people all over the world, which makes it almost impossible to breathe and to catch air. And on top of that, you have a big hurdle in front of you. In fact, it's not a hurdle, it's a gigantic mountain. And that mountain is you are in love and unemployed. Let me just say that sometimes it's hard. There are people in life, you could actually say that the odds are stacked against you. There are many people that come from broken families, broken relationships, parents who divorced while you were still young. Many people have experienced some level of abuse in their lives. Some people may have even been abandoned by their parents and their loved ones. So sometimes you are in marriage, you are trying to love a partner, but both of you are really wounded souls. You've been let down before, both of you, in your lives, and you're really struggling to find each other. But when we look at the root cause of that, the root cause of your problems in your marriage, sometimes it goes way back to your childhood. The things that happened to you when you were still a child continue to plague you, and they still follow you in your life as an adult, in your marriage, in your relationship. And that, I think, is the most difficult thing to go through in life. Let me also say that, you know what, this institution of marriage is under serious attack. The institution of marriage is being undermined. If you look at it, where the world is going right now, this is the most attacked and undermined institution in the world at this moment. And I think that it's about time that we do our best to revitalize and revive this institution of marriage. We need to actively encourage men and women to stand up, men of valor, to stand up and look after their families. I think that it is always a tragedy to see children growing up without a father, children growing up without a mother. We need to heal our childhood wounds. We need to heal the scars that we have from our childhood so that our sons and our daughters do not have to go through what we went through, so that our children can have a better future and a better life. So I encourage you, you may be coming from a very difficult upbringing. You may be coming from poverty, or you may never have had role models in your life before in terms of an absent father or an absent mother. at the same time. But I want you to know that just because you suffered that setback in your life, you can still heal, and you can be able to give your children the life that you never had. So let us stand up, all of us, real men and real women out there. Let us stand up and fight for our families, to bring a better life for our children and the generations that will come after us. The truth of the matter is, when a man is working, when a man, pays the bills, when a man brings food, groceries at the end of the month, when a man is flourishing and is doing well, he is appreciated by his wife and is appreciated by his partner. But when things turn sour, when you go through a season of storms, when you go through the winter season, when the flower falls and the grass withers, when everything around you turns into dry and parched land, then some partners abandon you. There are women who have abandoned their partners simply because they could no longer provide for their families. Or sometimes there are women who don't abandon you, but they start not to respect you. They belittle you. They pass comments aimed at ensuring that you feel small about what you are going through. Let me encourage you, my brother. You are not alone. Stand your ground. Just because someone has told you that you are unimportant, just because someone has said to you that you are useless, don't believe it. The winter season may last for a while, but it will not last for eternity. It will pass. Your summer season will come, and surely the summer rains will also come on your life, and we'll see the shoots of green grass sprouting all over the place. The Lord will remember you, and you shall be able to provide once again for your family, for your wife, and for your children. And this time, in fact, you will be able to reach greater heights than what you did before, and you'll be able to do much better than the way you did before. You need to hold on.
All right, so I have one question to ask you.
Yes, sir.
The question hereby is, what do you do during the meantime while you are still trying to figure out what to do as an unemployed man, however still in love? What do you do? What's your advice to us?
Yeah, look, I think the worst thing you can do, my brother, is to lock yourself in your room the whole day, I think that it makes it worse. Maybe not even twice as worse, many times as worse, because in that room, you are alone, it's dark, everything becomes amplified. All those dark thoughts, they come back to you, they haunt you. You can't sleep, you can't do anything, you can't eat, you can't interact with people, man. You just want to be alone. So I think the worst thing that you can do is to lock yourself inside. However, though, I think what you need to do is really, man, reconnect with people that mean a lot in your life, people that care for you, people who genuinely have your best interest at heart, man. There's people who love you, Pete. Your brother, your sister, your mother, whoever is a positive voice in your life. Reconnect, because you need to hear that, because by yourself you can't do it, man. You can't make it. So reconnect with people, go out, meet up with people that speak positive things. Positivity, the power and the force of positivity. We can never ever underestimate the power of positive thoughts and positive words. And I think also, while you are still unemployed, what you also need to do is invest in yourself. Find out if you've got other skills that you can develop at the time. You might not have money, but maybe you are good, you are gifted in poetry. You can start writing. Maybe, music, you can start, creating music if you know how to create music. There are many things, other skills that really don't need money. All they need is time, effort. And, so if you start really investing in yourself, you will find that when that season comes to a close, when the new season comes for you, you will find that you will actually be much better than you were before, going into the period of unemployment and all of that. Yeah, you develop those entrepreneurial skills as well. Maybe you might start a business and you actually end up having more money than you did when you were working and when you were employed. So that's what I would advise guys to do. Don't lock yourself in a room. That's the biggest mistake you can ever make.